umpires here, and I know we're going to get started about 4:30 uh, as Braden finishes his warm ups out there. Him and Mr. Golden are playing catch and loosening him up. Braden, the senior, really came on really well last year as he started his first game at Marion C early, got rocked a little bit, but improved on every pitched well against Forsyth, pitched well against Rogersville in the district championship last year, and kind of building on a really good junior year. Braden, an outfielder, as a younger Panther, now plays the corner position or shortstop when he's not on the bump. So moving up into the infield as the Panthers have a team huddle out there getting ready to go. And we should be underway here shortly as the wind starts to pick up again. And the wind is blowing straight out to center field. So if you get the ball up in the air, could see a big fly. And we'll see what happens. Just need to make good contact and swing as the Panthers come back into the dugout. And we'll be ready to get underway here in a few minutes. And you've been listening to the McGowan Auto Sales pregame show. Go see Jeremy and let him show you he's got high quality used cars. Been in business a long time. Shoot, when we had those sub-zero weather, everybody's trying to stay warm. Jeremy's selling cars. Always takes care of his customers. Always has high quality. Always has a big selection and a variety of what people need and what they can look at. And you just need to go see Jeremy. Big Panther booster as well. Son Jackson playing at CBC for the Missions. We were up there the other night and got to see the Missions play before we took on Forsyth. So go down to McGowan Auto Sales and talk to Jeremy. See if he can't fix you up with the car you need. And we will be back with the start of the game on the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We just had the national anthem. We're getting ready to get underway as St. James is taking their warm-ups. And the starting lineup for the Panthers today, if I can get it to grow up here, Tim sent it to me. Leading off is going to be Caden Murphy and playing second base. Hitting second is going to be Braden Hoy, and he's going to be on the bump. Hitting third is going to be Garrett Hutzel playing first base. Hitting fourth is going to be Sam Peterson playing third base. Hitting fifth is going to be Mr. Harker playing shortstop. Cale Gardner is going to hit after him and play left field. Then you got Thompson's going to be, I'd say that's going to be Skip as the DH as he moves into the starting lineup. Eli Golden will be the catcher. And Destin Unger is going to play right field. Is going to play right field, and Brett Gardner is going to play center field. So that's how it looks today as we get ready to go, as I try to read these numbers. No, Destin's going to play center. Brett's going to play right field, just like I said. As they get ready, they throw the ball down. Now, you're going to have to bear with me today. We're out in the elements. Poor Tim, he's heading behind, and he can't. He's in the car, staying warm. As Caden Murphy's going to lead off for the Panthers here at St. James. A new team on the schedule this year. We haven't been up here before. Big crowd here today. Nice warm weather, but windy. As he winds and fires, Caden, first pitch swinging, hits it to the shortstop. Shortstop fires to first, and like that, one pitch, one out. That'll bring up Hoy. Braden, the senior, be on the bump today. So Hoy hits from the right side. One pitch, one out. Braden swings and misses. Hoy gets set in the box, winds, fires, and hit. It gets out into left field for a base hit, and Braden has the first base hit of the game. As he puts it through the 6-hole. The pitcher for St. James today is Hudson. He's also hitting first in the order. Not very tall, built well. Hutzel at the plate. He fires a little bit low. Good eye by Garrett. Hoy on first. Hudson comes set. Checks on Hoy. He fires a little low. Hoy's on the move. Catcher fakes a throw, doesn't throw it. Hutzel digs in from the right side. 2 balls, no strikes. He gets hit by a pitch. Garrett. Now 2 runners on. That brings up Peterson. Peterson digs in from the right side. Harker on deck. Hutzel on first, Hoy on second. Hudson comes set, checks on his base runners. 1 out. Throws a breaking ball, but it stays up in the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. Sam, a senior too, playing third base today. And a big swing and a miss by Sam. He was trying to put that one back into Rolla. 1 ball, 1 strike here. One out. Runners on first and second. Hudson comes set. He fires a fastball just a touch low. Good eye by Peterson. 2 balls, 1 strike. Right about the knees. That was a borderline. Good eye. Hudson checks on Hoy at second. Ball low in the dirt. Moves the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. This is a hitter's count. Man, hit the cripple. Ducks on the pond. Panthers off to a good start here. Have base runners. Hudson comes set. Fires. Low. Ball 4. Sam draws a walk. And now bases are juiced for the Panthers. Just 1 out. Trace Harker comes to the plate. Trace playing shortstop today. Hitting 5th in the lineup for the Panthers. Played St. James in football a few years ago in districts. He looks at a ball low. 1 ball, no strikes. My buddy Tim's in the car, running the cameras, staying out of the wind. Hits one right back up the middle. And they get him. And 2 runs score. As Hoy and Hutzel score off of the deflection. Good base running by the Panthers, and they put 2 runs up off of Harker's hit that deflected off the pitcher's glove. That brings up Gardner. Gardner had a big base hit the other night against Forsyth. Then ended up on third as he advanced on the throws. Two outs now. Good pitch right there. They're coming home, and they got Sam as they pulled a trick play and threw it back and cut it off. And Sam was leaving from third base, and they gunned him out at the plate, and that's going to do it for the Panthers. But not until they score 1 run on 1 hit and strand nobody. We'll be back with the bottom half of the first on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We moved to the bottom half of the first as Braden Hoy toes the rubber. He's on the bump tonight. And you got Jesse Hudson, J.V. Muir, and Charles McCormick are the first 3 batters for St. James. Hoy, a senior, most experienced arm left from the big graduating class from last year, as Golden throws it down. We're getting ready to get underway. Jesse Hudson, he's on the bump for the St. James Tigers. Here on a windy, warm afternoon in St. James, Missouri. Excuse me there. Hudson hits from the left side. Hoy winds, he deals. And he throws a pitch strike right around the letters there. Good call. Borderline could have been high. If he gets that pitch, he'll be trouble. Hudson digs in. Ball sails over Golden's head. Goes to the backstop. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hudson digs in from the left side. Hoy comes set, winds, deals. And a foul ball goes off of Eli's glove. And the count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-0's your score here. No outs here, bottom of the first inning. Hudson digs in. He fouls one straight back. Good cut on that Hoy fastball. Up in the zone, though. Braden will get away with some high heat. Hudson had a good cut. Braden looks in, gets a sign from Golden. He winds, he deals, and he strikes him out. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Good fastball by Hoy. Hoy looks in, gets a sign. Golden saying, hurry it up. He's having a problem there. Relaying the pitches. Muir plays center field, hits second. He drills one. It goes out in left field. And it's a foul ball, a long strike. And he got around on that one pretty good. You better watch this kid. Don't give him a bunch of too good to hit. Muir. He looks at a ball low and evens the count. Or excuse me. That should be 1 ball, 1 strike here. Hoy looks in, gets the sign from Golden. He winds, he deals. Ball in the dirt, about 58 feet. Two balls, 1 strike's your count. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Panthers at St. James. He swings at a fastball, waist high, and misses. Now the count's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And ball way outside. Moves the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hoy looks in, gets a sign from Golden. And a swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Hoy. His fastball's got a little zip. McCormick comes to the plate. He's behind the dish. Hitting third for St. James. Hoy looks into Golden, gets the sign, winds and deals. That ball sails on him. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here. Bottom of the first. Panthers up 1-0. Trace Harker ground ball. Gets an RBI. Hoy winds, he deals. That's a good pitch over the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs on McCormick. He fires strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That fastball was over the inner half of the plate. Good pitch by Hoy. Hoy looks in. 1-2 count. He winds. Strike 3. That's going to do it as Hoy strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back with the Panther top of the second on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We're here at St. James playing the Tigers. And we're outside bearing the elements as the catcher finally gets ready for St. James. And due up is Skip Thompson, the DH, Eli Golden, and then Destin Unger. As we finish our warm-up tosses, the catcher took a while to get out onto the field as he was the last at bat. Hudson gave up 1 run on 1 hit last inning. See what we got here. See if Skip can't get something going. Made good contact his only at bat last week. He hits one out into left field. And he gets a base hit. Oh, excuse me, that was Gardner. That was Gardner, my bad. Oh, Skip was up to the plate when we had to play at the plate on the steal. Now Thompson. Cale gets his 2nd hit of the year. Skip swings and he misses. No balls, 1 strike. Runner on first and the lights of Gardner. Gardner with a base hit to lead it off. He's going to steal. Swing and a miss. They throw it to second. It's on the other side of the bag. Cale has a stolen base. No balls, 2 strikes here on the freshman. Thompson. Hudson winds and deals. And Skip doesn't like it, but a pitch over the outside part of the plate for strike 3, and that's the first Panther out with Gardner on second. That brings up Eli Golden, the catcher. He looks at a ball inside. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here in the Panthers' top of the 2nd inning. Hudson checks on the runner at second, and the lights of Gardner. He fires back there. Head first slide, and Cale's back safely. Runner on second. Panthers ahead 1-0. And they fire. Foul ball down the third baseline. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Runner on second for the Panthers, trying to add to their lead. Unger on deck for the Panthers. Hudson looks in, gets his sign, checks the runner at second, takes a long look at Cale. Cale getting a bigger and bigger lead, and he fires back there. Cale's in easy. If I know Kale, he'll take a couple more steps with his lead this time. Kale looks in. He's got a bigger lead. That's a ball high, and he's trying to steal third. And they gun him at third. And Kale with a big jump got thrown out at third base. And I don't know what's going on here. I guess we're appealing the play. Called out at third base. He is out. That's the second out of the inning as Kale gets gunned down stealing. Golden, 2 balls, 1 strike. Looks at a ball inside. Makes the count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count. Nobody on base for the Panthers now who have 2 outs. And a missed opportunity there as Kale gets gunned down at third base. Unger on deck. And Eli draws a walk. That brings up Unger. And then back to the top of the order for the Panthers and the likes of Caden Murphy. Destin playing center field. Coach Richardson giving his signals. Unger hits from the right side. 1-0 Panthers here in the top of the second. 2 outs. He fires over to first. Golden's back. Golden's got some wheels too for a catcher. No doubt about it. We'll see if he tries the catcher's arm. Steals second base. He fires it in. A slow roller to third. That's going to be trouble on Destin. And he beats it out. And nobody's at third base. Good heads up base running by Golden as he saw the third baseman have to come in and make the play. Nobody there. And runners are on the corner for the Panthers. Unger heads up, was sitting at second, 2 down. Caden Murphy with ducks on the pond, 2 out hits, or how you make a living. Hudson comes set, good wheels. Pitch for a ball, inside. Murphy hit the first pitch of the game. Ground out to the third baseman. He swings and misses. Good swing there by Murphy. He's aggressive at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Hudson fires. He hits a fly ball to the third baseman. Line drive, and that's going to do it for the Panthers, who get no runs on 1 hit in strand 2. We'll be back with more Panther baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. of the second inning. He hits one off the fist. Murphy has that one. Looks to second, gets the force, and that was it's safe as the ball comes out of Harker's glove, and 2 errors back-to-back for the Panthers, and it's given St. James life. It brings up Hunter Freeman. He's the right fielder for St. James. Hoy's pitched well, a ground ball and a soft liner. Murphy fielded that one fine. Just a little lack of concentration on the flip to second. He fires a little upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Give us an update from Mayberry. We'll see how the Lady Panthers are doing. Hoy comes set. No outs. Foul ball. It goes out of play. That evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runners on first and second for St. James. Hoy looks into Golden, gets the sign. Comes set, checks on the runners. Looking back at second. Fires it home. Bunt. Hoy. Nobody at first. And a mental error. 3 errors in a row. And bases are juiced for St. James. And Braden's going, what's going on? He fielded that bunt. Looked at second base. Thought better about it. And Hutzel had charged in on the bunt also. Nobody covered first. Boy, he's got to work out of a jam now. That's a ball in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Cooper Millsap, the second baseman, hits from the left side. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the second inning for St. James. There's a pitch right across the letters for a strike. If he gets that pitch, he needs to live there. That's borderline, almost too high. 1 ball, 1 strike's your count. Hoy winds, fires. He swings and misses. Gets around a little late. If I was Hoy, I'd just try to blow it right by him. Say, here it is. Hit it if you can. Base is full of St. James Tigers. Hoy fires. Swing and a miss. For the first out, Hoy with 4 strikeouts on the day. Pitching well. That brings up Lang Eaglemeyer, the first baseman. Hits from the right side. Hoy trying to work out of a jam. There's a nice pitch that cuts right down Grand Central. I mean, he split the plate in 2. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Hoy winds and deals. Just a touch outside, makes the count even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hoy, Panther senior. Opening day starter. Throwing well today. He winds, he deals. Way high. Two balls, 1 strike. The scoreboard's wrong. As Hoy, with bases loaded, full of Tigers. There's a foul ball. Hope it hits Tim's car, not mine. Tim's inside his, so he'd never feel it, but that moves the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eli goes out to visit with Hoy on the mound. Braden goes, all right, here we go. I'm just going to rear back and let her rip. Eli goes, all right, I'll catch it. Base is loaded. 1 out. Panthers. Hoy, 3 errors. He's trying to work out of a jam. Really not a hard ball hit this inning. As Hoy looks in. He steps off the rubber. As we're playing cat and mouse here. We're back getting out of the batter's box. We're getting in the batter's box. We're getting on the rubber. We're getting off the rubber. Base is full of Tigers. Panthers lead 1-0. Braden comes set, fires. And strike 3, and that ball was borderline a little high. And we'll take it. We'll take it. When you're on the road, you'll take anything. The 5th strikeout for Hoy. And he is there's a ball just a touch low. Patrick Conning, the playing left field. Hoy looks in. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Trying to get out of this jam. Fires, good pitch there. He fouls it back and evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Braden trying to kept his cool on that, standing tall on the mound, trying to get out of a jam for his teammates. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. He winds, he deals, way high. Golden snags it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, bases loaded, 2 outs. Nine man up for the Tigers. He winds, deals, good pitch there. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Caught the outside part of the plate. Fastball popped the mitt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hoy comes set, checks the runner, fires. Just a touch outside, and that moves the count full. No place to put him. No place to put him. Hoy steps off the mound, takes a deep breath, then steps back on. 5 strikeouts on the day for him. He winds and deals, and a swing and a miss, make it 6. And he pitches and strikes out the side to get out of a jam where bases were loaded. And the Panthers still lead going to the 3rd, 1-0. We'll be back with more Panther baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Hoy hits one deep out into center field, And the center fielder runs it down, makes a good running catch on Braden. One pitch, one out here in the top of the third inning. Panthers lead 1-0. Braden gave it a ride. Hit it back to the deepest part of the ballpark. And the center fielder made a nice play on it, ran to his left and ran it down in the gap. That brings up Hutzel. Hutzel scored the only run for the Panthers so far. He swings at a low curveball for strike one. Hutzel playing first base, hitting in the 3-hole. He swings, big swing there on a low pitch for strike two. Hudson looks like he's getting in his rhythm. Hutzel calls time, gets set in the box. Hudson working fast. Throws a strike over the outside part of the plate. 2 up, 2 down for the Panthers. That's going to bring up Peterson. Sam playing third base today. Got thrown out at home on a steal try as we tried to steal second. A trick play caught him as it wasn't even close. Hudson fires it in there, and Sam gets hit by a pitch. That's one way to get on. That brings up Trace Harker, the shortstop. Trace hit one right back up the middle, his first at bat. We're in the top of the third. Panthers leading 1-0 here in St. James, Missouri, home of the Tigers. Played them in districts in football a couple years ago. They have a little meeting on the plate as Peterson, who can move, on first base with 2 outs. See if Harker can get a base hit here. Panthers need to add to this lead. Trace, just a sophomore. He looks at a ball low. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. 1-0 lead for the Panthers. Peterson on first. Sam dives head first back as he had a huge lead over there at first base. Hudson fired it over there. Harker digs in from the right side. Hudson getting in a little bit of a rhythm this inning. 1 strikeout. Harker takes a high one. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Good eye by the sophomore. Peterson on first, 2 down. Harker hits one into right field. That's going to get through there and drop in for a base hit. The right fielder misplays it. That's going to let Sam come all the way home as they throw it in. It gets over the cutoff man, and Harker with a base hit. And then misplayed by the right fielder. And Peterson scores, make it 2-0. Good job of hitting. Went with the pitch, went right to right field, right in the 4-hole. Good job by Trace. That brings up Gardner. Gardner with a base hit already today. Hits from the left side. Kale, basketball standout, all district this year. Had a good football season too. Man, liked seeing him snag those touchdowns. He drills one to the left field, but it goes foul. Going Oppo Taco. Kale. Runner on second, Trace, and he can fly. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. See if we can't get that runner home. Gardner, 1 for 1 today. Kale. As Hudson comes set, checks on the runner at second. Kale swings at a good fastball, misses. Makes the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Kale hits from the left side. Hudson comes set, checks on Harker at second. He winds, he fires. That ball's just a touch outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-0's your score here. Top of the third inning. Cale Gardner at the dish. He looks at a ball high. Just misses. Good eye by Cale, and that evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the wind's died down just a touch. Hudson with 2 outs. He comes set, winds. Way low. Good eye by Kale with Harker on second base. Good at bat by Kale. Now the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kale with a base hit. He comes set. Now ball 4, and Kale doesn't do it. That moves runners on first and second. That brings up Skip Thompson, the freshman. Skip getting the start at DH today. Had a couple good at-bats up in Springfield. Skip also threw well as he came in and pitched. Hudson winds and fires. Misses. 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs and runners on first and second. Panthers with 1 run this inning. Hudson winds, deals. Good cut by Thompson. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hudson winds and fires. Pitch paints the outside corner. Good pitch there by Hudson. Skip didn't like it, but it was right on the black. Hudson trying to get out of it is giving up 1 run. He comes set, fires. Thompson swings through it, and that's going to do it for the Panthers here in the top of the 3rd, but they get 1 run on 1 hit, and Strand 2 will be back with the bottom of the 3rd on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball in the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Hudson leads off for St. James as Hoy's on the bump for his 3rd inning of work. The officials are lounging around as Hoy's finishing his warm-up tosses. We kind of going old school here today. We got to get a table for Tim. No doubt about it. Don't know why people don't give him one. That's part of the baseball crew, is those tables. Poor Tim's got his antenna on top of his car, and he's sitting sideways and trying to make all this happen. And he doesn't have a headphone on to talk to me either. That's not good. I finally gotten him to talk after all basketball season, and he doesn't have a headphone on. Hoy getting ready for his 3rd inning of work. Has 6 strikeouts so far. That's a nice pitch, a fastball to the lefty Hudson. Every out that's been made has been a strikeout. Hoy winds, he deals. And a check swing, I don't know what that was called. It's a foul ball, I guess. For strike 2, no balls, 2 strikes. Hoy's at it again. Been working ahead in the count the whole time. Hudson on the bump for St. James Tigers. Hits from the left side. Hoy winds, deals. Beautiful pitch right there. And then what was the call on the other pitch? I'm confused now. Foul tip was strike 2. Yeah, Coach Richardson's coming out. What do? You call a foul tip? No, then you don't call anything. 2 strikes. Coach Richardson's trying to appeal to the first base coach or first base umpire. And he loses this fight, as you usually do, right or wrong. 1 ball, 2 strikes is what it is. The scorekeeper had a strike up for the game. In the game, it was a foul ball, we thought. Hoy, 0-2 count. Wines. Ground ball hit to the shortstop. Goes under Harker's glove. Another error by the Panther defense. And another error. So far, Hoy hasn't given up any hits that I would call hits. That brings up J.V. Muir. He's the center fielder. They threw the ball, and it gets away from Hutzel. Hudson's into second. And St. James is threatening again. Muir had some good hacks, but eventually struck out first at bat. He winds and deals. Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. Runner on second, and the likes of Hudson for St. James. Panthers with a 2-0 lead. Muir, the center fielder, made a good play on a Hoy fly ball out in the gap. Hoy checks on the runner at second. They're faking a bunt. And it gets by Golden. Hudson goes all the way to third. And he's advanced on a ball that got away from Hutzel at first. And moved to second, and then a pass ball. And it's 2 strikes, no balls on the scoreboard. 2-0's your score, Panthers. He looks at one up in his eyes, makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Excuse me, 2 balls and 1 strike. Got to pay attention. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runner on third for St. James. Hoy comes set. Winds and deals. Ground ball hit to Harker. He's up with it. Fires to first for the out, but St. James scores a run on an error. Makes it 2-1 here with 1 out. Cooper up. And that's the first out made, not made by a strikeout. Hoy looks in, gets the sign. He winds, he deals. Swing and a miss. Hoy, good fastball, threw it right by him. No balls, 1 strike. 2-1's your score. Panthers on top. Bottom of the third. That ball's a little low and away. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third inning, Panthers up 2-1. Hoy winds, deals. There's a nice pitch for a strike over the inner half. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Hoy ready to go to work. He winds, he deals. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out again. 7 strikeouts for Mr. Hoy on the day. 2 down here, bottom of the third. Mitchell. Cooper up. Hoy going to work. Nobody on. A swing and a miss. He's had good life on his fastball today. He looks at another strike, and Braden's had enough of this. 7 strikeouts on the day, looking for number 8. He winds, he deals. And there's a ball hit out into center field. And the first base hit of the game. As Unger gets it in quickly. And St. James isn't going quietly here in the bottom of the third. 2-1's your score. Hoy with 6 strikeouts. Excuse me, 7. I stand to be corrected. He checks on the runner at first. He winds, he deals. There's a ball, hot shot. Murphy comes up with it. Hoy tried to get it, tipped it to Murphy. Murphy makes the play, and that's going to do it for St. James, who gets 1 run on 1 hit and strand 1. We'll be back with the top of the 4th with the Panthers coming to hit. Up in this one, 2-1 on the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We move to the top of the 4th inning. Panthers with a 2-1 lead, trying to add to it. Hoy with 7 strikeouts on the day, just in the 4th inning. Been very efficient with his pitches. 4 errors by the Panthers, though. Stuff we got to clean up. Hudson and his catcher talk. Coming to the plate is Golden, the catcher. See if Eli can't get something going. He walked his last at bat. Hudson winds and deals. Little check swing. Slow roller to the second baseman. He's up with it. Fires to first, and that's the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here in the top of the 4th. That brings up Unger. And then back to the top of the order with Caden Murphy. 1 down here, top of the 4th inning. Destin Unger, the center fielder, comes to the plate. So far, Tim and I have avoided foul balls. That's good. He winds. Ball high and tight. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Swing. Fouled off. Makes it even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hudson on for his 4th inning of work. Both pitchers have been pretty efficient. Unger looks at a ball high. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Panthers looking to add to their lead. 2-1 is the score. He takes a fastball high. Makes it 3-1. This is a hitter's count all the way. Destin can sit on 1 pitch. Oh, and they call a strike. Destin didn't like that. Makes the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now you got to play a little defense. He gets hit. That's the 3rd batter hit today. Unger with good speed. He's on at first. That brings up the leadoff hitter, Caden Murphy. Murphy made a good defensive play that last inning. 1 out. Unger on first. Caden gets the sign. They throw it over to first. Unger's back. Unger's back. And he's just trying to steal, and he's in there. Head first slide, and it goes just knocked down. Murphy. Swing and a miss. Moves the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Unger on second with a stolen base. Murphy hits from the right side. And that's a ball just a touch inside. Moves it 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike on Murphy. That ball's a little low. He works the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. This is a hitter's count, no doubt. Murphy can look for 1 pitch, 1 place. Hudson winds and deals, and that's way high. Murphy draws a walk. Now runners on first and second with 1 out, and that brings up Hoy. Hoy's hit the ball well. Good play by the center fielder on the last one he hit to track it down in the gap in right center. And the catcher and Hudson are having a meeting for the Tigers. Hoy's made good contact. Had a base hit his first at bat. Hit it in the gap in right center his second at bat. Only a good play by the center fielder. Murphy's on at first. Unger's on at second. Good speed on the bases. See if we can't get a long one here. First big fly of the year. Hudson comes set. Oh, that ball looked a little low and outside, but a strike called. No balls, 1 strike. And he's hit too. That's a second batter hit, and now bases are loaded. Hudson's in trouble. So that's the 4th Panther hit by pitch today. This is what got us in trouble against Forsyth. We hit 4 or 5 batters. Those free bases are hard to catch up with. 2-1's your score here. And they're going out to have a meeting on the mound. Let's see if they change the pitchers. And they are. And as they change pitchers, we're going to send it back to hear a word from our great sponsors on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Sports. And a ball on Hutzel. Pass ball gets by the catcher. Nobody's going to advance, though. Bases loaded by the Panthers as we had a long meeting out on the mound. But they stayed with Hudson. Hutzel at the plate, and he's up in the count. 2 balls, no strikes with 1 out. Bases full of Panthers here on a Tuesday afternoon. Hutzel drills one. There's a base hit right back up the middle. He's going to have 2 RBIs. And Garrett stung that baby as he got a fastball and just drilled it right back up the middle. 2 RBI single for Hutzel, the senior. Excuse me. You got it, Hoy on second, Hutzel on first, Peterson at the plate. Peterson hit by a pitch, his last at bat. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 4-1's your score here. Panthers with 1 swing of the bat get 2. Sam hits it right off the end of his bat over towards the Panther dugout. Top of the 4th inning here in St. James, Missouri. Panthers up 4-1. And the way Hoy's pitching, that could be trouble. Hudson. He winds. There's a ball low. Oh, excuse me. They call it a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes is the count on the senior Peterson. He checks his swing. Ball evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. With runners on first and second, only 1 out. Panthers trying to cap off a good 4th inning. Hutzel with a 2 RBI single. The big first baseman drilled it. Oh, and Sam almost hit. The ball gets by the catcher. The runners move up 90 feet. So runners in scoring position, and now the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Peterson. Sam playing third base today. Plays short, third, a little bit of everything. Hudson comes set. There's a pitch high. Sam draws a walk, and again, bases are loaded, and that brings up Trace Harker. See if Harker, good contact hitter, see if he can get a run across. Here in the top of the 4th, Panthers lead 4-1. The big hit in this inning has been Garrett Hutzel's RBI single. A ball low there. 1 ball, no strikes on Harker. Harker playing shortstop today. He digs in, high and inside. Catcher fakes a throw down to third. Hoy's back head first. 2 balls, no strikes on Harker. Good eye. He's way up in the count. Hudson. Harker. That ball's going to get out into left field. That's going to drive home Hoy. And a base hit by Harker. That makes it 5-1. Hutzel on third. 5-1's your score. Panthers looking to stretch it out. And we got time, and as they take time, so will we, as they're going to change pitchers. The coach has gone out on the field twice this inning, so they got to make a move. We'll be back with more Panther baseball with the score. Panthers 5, St. James 1 on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. 5-1 here in the top of the fourth. St. James has made a pitching change. And with bases full of Panthers, and who else but Cale Gardner at the plate, a base hit right here would blow this thing open. Muir, the center fielder, comes in to pitch. He's a big, tall lefty. And there's a fastball in the inside corner. Lefty against lefty here. No balls, one strike on Cale Gardner. Bases juiced full of Panthers, just one out. Muir, he winds, fires. Good swing. First. Oh, and he gets back to the first base and a line drive. Great contact by Gardner, but that's baseball right there, folks. And a double play as he lined right to the first baseman. And that'll do it for the Panthers, but not until they score 3 runs on a couple big hits. And we'll move to the bottom of the fourth on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Country 99 as Hoy finishes his warm-ups for the 4th inning. 3 innings of work and 7 strikeouts. Braden has had a nice day so far. Panthers up 5-1 here. Hutzel's 2 RBI base hit, his big hit of the day, as he ripped it back up the middle. Hoy's been pitching well. If we can get a little defense behind him, he could close this baby out. He's been pretty efficient with 7 strikeouts. Only about 1 hard ball. He's had 1 base hit or 2. I can't remember. And his first pitch is a strike, and he's not lost any velocity, as that was a high, hard one. Hoy was working fast before. Now he's starting to get in that rhythm again. And the ball outside. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. St. James hitter. Hoy. He winds, he deals. There's a ball hit up the middle. Murphy has it. Gets it to Hutzel, and that's 4-3 right there for the first out here in the bottom of the 4th. Panthers up 5-1. Somebody text me with an update for the ladies. See how they're doing at home in their home opener. And there's a pitch, just a little low and outside. One ball, no strikes. There's a swing. Pop fly. It's going out of play. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's on Cooper Millsap. He looks at another pitch, just a borderline. Looked good from here. But we don't have the best angle. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tim can't even see the pitch. There's a ball high. Gets away from Hoy. 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Second baseman, Millsap, has a 2-1 count. Hoy trying to get out of it. He throws it. That's ball 4. JT Hale comes through. 8-2 Lady Panthers in their home opener. Attaboy, JT. Attaboy, attaboy. Just keep on keeping on, brother. Go have a hot dog. That brings up Lance Engelheimer with a runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. And it's a ball low. Braden needs to get back in his rhythm. Man, he's been all over the place this inning. Had great stuff up till here. That long inning might have done something there. He winds, he rips. Strike right there. That's a good pitch. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lady Panthers in their home opener, 8-2. Score given by JT Hale. Hoy. Oh, beauty pitch right there as he splits the middle of the plate, dissects it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Panthers up 5-1. 1 out, runner on first. There's a foul ball out of play. Hoy jammed him. He just got a piece of it. Hoy with 7 strikeouts on the day. Braden comes set, checks that runner at first, fires it home. There's a nice pitch. Strike 3 and make it strikeout number 8. 2 down now. Bottom of the 4th inning. 5-1 Panthers. Hoy working down in the bottom of the lineup. Has a runner on first. 2 down. 4 Panther errors have led to the 1 run. There's a beautiful pitch. Fastball right at the letters. No balls, 1 strike. 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Hoy comes set, fires. A little bit high and outside. Makes the count even. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. He fires, and there's a ball high. Braden's unhappy with that pitch. Ten-two's an update, bottom of the 5th for the Lady Panthers. Got an update from the athletic director. 2-1's the count. There's a good pitch, just misses. Moves the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Boy, that was a borderline pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner on first, 2 down. 8 strikeouts on the day for Hoy. Hoy comes set. He fires. That ball's a little outside, and he draws a walk. That's going to bring up Hudson, who started the game on the bump for the St. James Tigers. Coach Richardson's coming out for a visit. He's going to go quiet down Braden, I think, as they meet out on the mound. The only thing we got to do there at the ladies softball is make sure Coach Benson isn't grilling hot dogs out in right field. He's been known to do that in the back of his truck, so we just got to watch that. Inside joke between me and Coach Benson. 5-1's your score. Bottom of the 4th, runners on first and second. Hoy. Coach Richardson out to the mound to settle him down. He's pitched a great game. 8 strikeouts and 4 2/3. Hoy looks in. Got Hudson, left-handed hitter. He checks the runners. He fires. Oh, and he misses way high. He's going to have to bend over. Follow through. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 down. Bottom of the 4th. Panthers up 5-1. There's a good pitch, foul back. Almost got in my truck. Hoy, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down. Runners on first and second. Braden gets a sign, fires it just a high. He's finishing high here this inning. Has pitched a great game. Settle down and get out of this one, Braden. Big senior, going to Evangel. Play football. They want him as a tight end. He comes set, fires. There's a ball hit. Harker's up with it. And good scoop over there by Garrett. And they call him safe at first. And I thought it was a clear out. Hutzel made a good scoop at first base. As Harker fired it over to him. Must be an infield hit. And there's a ball hit to short again. Harker let it play him. Another error. And that scores a run and makes it 5-2 here in the 4th. The 5th error of the day for the Panthers. Base is still loaded. Excuse me, they didn't score. It's bases loaded. 2 outs. Braden's getting the pitches. Hoy comes set, fires. A swing and a miss. He struck this guy out twice. Hoy comes set. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. He swings and misses. Just rear back and throw it, Braden. Just rear back and toss it. 2 down, 2 strikes, 5-1. Still hadn't scored here. There's a strike 3, and that's 9 on the day for Hoy. And that'll do it for St. James as they get no runs. They got 1 run on 1 hit. And Strand 3. We'll be back with more Panther baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We moved to the top of the 5th. Panthers up 5-2. They did push a run across. And I was surprised when I looked up at the scoreboard and it was 5-1 because they had gotten an infield hit. Everybody was safe. And no run was put up. And our view is obstructed a little bit, to say the least. Tim's is totally obstructed. We are going to have to start bringing our own booth. Tim's going to have to start pulling it behind his car. Portable booth. As Thompson takes strike one. Skip, the freshman, DHing today, got the start. Pitched well last week. Say we'll probably see him on the mound. A swing and a curveball in the dirt for no balls and 2 strikes. Muir. And a swing and a miss by Skip. And that's the first out here in the top of the 5th. That's going to bring up his cousin, Golden. Eli, the catcher, slapped Skip 5 and said, hey, keep your head up, buddy. It'll get better. Muir's pitched well. Crafty lefty. Big, tall, long lefty. As he throws, Eli takes ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. One out. 5-2's your score. Golden swings at a big curveball for strike 1. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 5th inning here in St. James. 5-2. Girls sound like they're taking care of business at home. There's one off the end of the bat. Could be trouble. First baseman makes a nice play. Runs over and tags the bag. And that's 2 down here in the top of the 5th with Destin Unger coming up. And then back to the top of the order with Caden Murphy. 5-2 is your score. Nice day for baseball. The wind's laid down a little bit. 5-2, good game. A swing and a miss by Destin. He was trying to hit that one to Rolla. Didn't quite get her. No balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Panthers trying to put more, add to their lead. Muir throws it. Oh, a strike right down the middle. No balls, 2 strikes on Unger. And the St. James left-hander trying to make quick work of the Panthers here in the top of the 5th. There's one low, good eye by Destin. Destin walked his last at bat. Top of the 5th inning here. Muir looks in, gets the sign. He winds, he deals. Ball low. Destin with a good eye. Checks his swing. Makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The lefty winds, he deals. A swing and a miss. And that's going to do it for the Panthers here in the top of the 5th as they go 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back with more Panther baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We move to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Panthers up in this one 5-2. Hoy on the mound for his fifth inning of work. Hoy has collected a bunch of strikeouts. He looks in, see if he can stay sharp. Quick inning that time. That ball's low in the dirt. One ball, no strikes. Coach and Eli they're getting Eli something over there in the dugout. So there's a stoppage in play. One ball, no strike. Hoy wears. Good pitch there. Hoy looks in, gets the sign, rears and fires. Ball's about 58 feet. Two balls, one strike. Hoy, there's a high fly ball. Hoy's calling for it. He makes the catch, and he hardly has to move off the mound. As Hoy with one out here in the bottom of the fifth. He winds. A swing and a miss there. No balls, one strike. Braden looking to close out the fifth inning. Got a Panther warming up in the bullpen. Can't see who that is. There's a foul ball. And quickly Braden jumps up. No balls, two strikes here. Braden's pitched outstanding. The senior. Most experienced arm. Hoy looks in. Gets the sign. Nobody on. There's a swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout number 9 for Braden. Hoy looking for double-digit strikeouts. Bottom of the fifth. He winds. There's a foul ball. Comes back over this way. 5-2 is your score. Panthers on top here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Hoy's been stellar on the mound. Braden winds. He deals. There's a ball just a touch high. Evens the count. One ball, one strike. Third baseball game of the year. We're just getting rolling. Going to play 4 this week. Got one on Thursday. There's another foul ball. Fouled off to the right side. Got one Thursday and then a weekend deal. And up at New Covenant Academy. One ball, two strikes here. And it count low. Count evens. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the fifth. 2 outs. Deuce is wild. There's the ball low. Moves the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Braden just needs to rear back and throw it. Five to 2. There's a ground ball hit down the third baseline, but foul. and it's a walk. Now with 2 outs, Coach Richardson, he's coming over to talk to the umpire. Coach Richardson conversing with the umpire. And I don't know what this is about, but they're having a meeting out on the mound as well. But a St. James runner on first with 2 outs. 5-2 still your score here. Hoy's pitched a good one. Like to see him go out. Coach Richardson goes out with to talk to Braden, and this might be it. I think it is. I think Briar Parsons is going to come in, and as we make a pitching change, we'll send it back to the studio for a word from our great sponsors on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. strikes. Breyer winds and deals, and there's strike 3 on a high fastball, and that's going to do it for St. James here in the bottom of the 5th inning as they get no runs on no hits and strand 1. We'll be back with more Panther baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We move to the top of the 6th inning. Caden Murphy's going to lead things off here. Top of the order for the Panthers with a 5-2 lead. Caden. And he takes a strike. No balls, 1 strike here in the top of the 6th. Murphy looks at one in his eyes. Good take there. Murphy, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hits a grounder up the middle. Shortstop lets it get under his glove. Murphy hustles to first and reaches. So first base runner's on. Hoy, who's had a great day on the mound, good day at the plate, steps in to add to the Panther lead. Murphy with a good lead off of first. And he gets one to the shortstop. Shortstop boots it. It gets under his glove. Murphy's going to try to get the third. And he makes it. No call there. And Murphy with a good hustle. Hoy gets on. I don't know if that'll be an error or not, but we will see. We will see here. As runners on second and third, and Garrett Hutzel. Hutzel digs in from the right side. Hits a ground ball. It gets up the middle. That's going to score Murphy. That's going to score Hoy. And Hutzel's moving it to second base. And that's 2 more runs, makes it 7-2 here in the top of the 6th. 7-2 is your score. Hutzel with a big day. And that brings up Peterson. Hutzel on second with no outs. You got 3 seniors batting in a row there. Sam takes one high, ball 1. Sam waits on the pitch, fouls it off, straight back. Seven to 2. Peterson. And it's a waiting game. As Muir is a slow worker compared to the other 2 that have been in there. He takes his time on the mound. Sam looking for a base hit here with Hutzel on second. He looks at one way outside, moves the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. And Sam draws a walk. Now runners on first and second. That brings up Harker. Harker, the shortstop, digs in from the right side. 7-2 is your score. He fakes a bunt. It gets by the catcher. The runners move up 90 feet. Now runners on second and third. Harker goes down to talk to Coach Richardson. See what they dial up. Panthers up 7-2, looking for their first win on the year. Watch that stuff. Watch that stuff. I'm in the path. So, had to get out of the way. Sorry about that. But 1 ball, no strikes on Harker. Runners on second and third. Harker hits one. It gets out in left field. That's going to score 2. Harker with the 2 RBI single. Big turn at first base and goes back. And the Panthers have just blown it open here in the top of the 6th. 8 that ought to be 9-2. 9-2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Panthers try to get Harker with a 2-run RBI single into the 6 hole in left field. We're trying to see if we can't get Harker home. You got Gardner up. Gardner's had a good day at the plate. And he takes a strike. That was a low pitch right there. Questionable call. No balls, 1 strike. Harker gets a big lead off of first. Kale looks at a pitch for strike 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Or 2 strikes, no balls, excuse me. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th either. Panthers have plated 4 on 2 base hits. They got him in a rundown. Throw it to second. And he's going to make it. No tag applied. There's a runner on second base. No balls, 2 strikes. See if Kale can't put it in play. Move Harker up. Nobody out. There's a ball put into play. Fly ball. It's out in left field. It's a foul ball. And Kale stays alive. No balls, 2 strikes. The count remains. Top of the 6th inning. Panthers have had a good inning so far. Still nobody out. See if they can't bat around. And there's a ball for strike 3, right down the middle. And that'll bring up Parsons. Parsons hits from the left side, came in relief. He's hitting for Skip Thompson. They fake it back. Harker's on second. 1 out for the Panthers. Looking to add to their lead. And he looks at one up in his eyes for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 9-2 is your score. And a swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. And there's 1 strike. Breyer just grins. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Parsons. Meyer. And that ball's high and inside. Makes the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Eli Golden on deck for the Panthers. And a swing and a miss there, and Breyer goes down swinging. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th for the Panthers. That brings up Golden with a runner on second. Panthers looking for their first win on the year. Up here in St. James. And he winds. A good play, and they're going to send him as a base hit by Eli Golden. He's going to go into second. He's going to not stop it. He's going to take it to third. He gets into third with a triple. Eli Golden has a triple with Destin Unger coming to the plate and an RBI. That makes it 10-2 here in the top of the 6th. 2 down. Murphy on deck. Unger moved to left field. Hoy moved to center. When Parsons came in to pitch, he looks at a ball high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, 10-2. Panthers getting their offense going today. He comes set, fires, Unger, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 6th inning. Panthers have added to their lead. There's a swing and a miss by Destin. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. He looks down at Coach Richardson. Gets the sign. Steps back in. The lefty for St. James. Deliberate worker, slow.
He winds and fires. There's one fouled straight back. Good cut by Unger. 10-2 is your score here. Unger, the ninth hitter in the Panther order. Then it'll be Murphy and Hoy and Hutzel. He winds, he deals. And that's a ball low. And they're going to score another run. And Golden comes home, makes it 11-2. 11-2. Eli got lucky. He didn't slide. Man, it made it a closer play than it should have been. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Deuce is wild. And Destin takes a ball. Three balls, 2 strikes on Unger. He winds and deals. And that's strike 3, and that'll do it for the Panthers, but not until they get 6 runs on 4 hits. And Strand, no one. We'll be back with more Panther baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.
Hello.
All right. Go to, maybe, go to. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Pinch hitter for the St. James Tigers here as they are down 11-2 here in the bottom of the 6th, trying to get something going. Briar Parsons on the mound in relief, trying to close it out. And there's a little fly ball. Murphy. And he gets him. No, they call him safe. As a little fly ball, the infield had trouble and didn't get it. And the leadoff runner's on for St. James. They have some pinch hitters coming in here, and they're going to have a courtesy runner or an in and out, probably.
Nice job, 2-5.
Parsons, they didn't hit it very hard, but they got on base. The lefty looks in with a runner on. He checks on the runner over at first. Looks in, gets his sign. There's a fly ball. That's going to go out of play. 11-2 here. 1 strike, no balls. Runner on first base for St. James.
There's a ball high. 1 ball, 1 strike. 11-2. Panthers up. I don't know. I don't think so. It was right there. And that ball's in the dirt. 2 balls, no, 1 strike. Or excuse me, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Bottom of the 6th. Panthers up 11-2. Lady Panthers in their home opener sounded like they did good. That ball's in the dirt. Makes it even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Panthers need a double play ball here. There's a ball in the dirt, and that moves the count full. 3-2, go after them. You got 11-2 lead. Throw strikes. You don't need to nibble. And there's a swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt, and that's going to do it. That's how you need to do it, Briar. Went right after. Foul tip in the mitt of Eli Golden. Sun cloud starting to cover up the sunshine. Getting a little chilly out here. Hudson's up. And there's a strike. Good fastball by Briar. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. On a strikeout. That's his 2nd of the day. There's a ball at the knees. Good pitch by Briar, but evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. He didn't get that call. Lights are on here. There's a foul ball hit down the first baseline. Hutzel's over there and makes a nice grab, but it's foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here, Parsons in relief. See if we can hold on to this lead. One out. There's a foul ball, fouled straight back and out of play. Hudson, who started the game on the mound, left-handed hitter. Runner on first. And strike 3. That's the 3rd strikeout for Briar. Right at the knees. Good pitch. Went after. That brings up Muir. He's on the mound for St. James. 2 down here, bottom of the 6th. Panthers. There's a ball, gets by Golden. St. James runner moves 90 feet. Muir. Parsons looks in, gets the sign. Checks the runner at second, fires. There's a fly ball. And a foul ball, just a long strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down. There's a slow grounder foul. St. James coach makes a good play on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Girls are over with probably, and probably got the JV game over with. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Parsons. There's a swing and a miss as he strikes out the side. Good job by Briar. We move on to the 7th inning as the Panthers lead this one 11-2 on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. baseman. There's a fastball down low, and he's ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Murphy looks down at Coach Richardson at third base, gets a sign. Muir comes set. He winds and deals. There's a Caden chases a high one for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Comes up empty there. 2 balls, 1 strike here. Nobody out. Top of the 7th. Panthers up 11-2. Muir. There's a swing and a miss. Caden wishes he had that one back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 11-2 is your score. Wind's starting to pick back up here. Getting a little cool at the ballpark. And he gets hit with a pitch. Gets on. And that's the 6th batter hit by St. James pitcher today. Hoy comes to the plate. He's had a good day on the bump and at the plate. See if he can't get another one going. He's hitting in number 2 in the lineup. Murphy gets a big lead. Him and Hutzel haven't made an out. I don't know when. He takes a fastball outside. Good eye by Braden. That was a good pitch. Borderline. Called a ball. Murphy on first. Nobody out. Top of the 6th. Hoy hits one in the 6 hole. It gets out there all the way to the fence. Murphy's going to score. Hoy's rounding second. He's going to get into third easy. And misplayed ball out in the outfield. Gets all the way to the fence in the gap. Now Hutzel. 12-2. Hutzel cleans house there in the right-handed batter's box. Muir. There's a foul ball, fouled straight back. Makes the count, no balls, 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike, nobody out, 1 run in. Hoy with a single that got misplayed in the outfield, turned it into a 3-bagger. Hutzel has had a couple big hits in this one. He looks at a ball in the dirt. Moves the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. He swings and misses at one right at the knees and makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th inning. Panthers up 12-2. By far their best offensive output of the year this young season. He hits a rocket in the 6 hole. It goes out to the left field. Left fielder comes up with it cleanly. But another RBI for Hutzel, and I think that's 4 on the day for him. That brings up Peterson. 13-2. Sam's been hit a couple times, walked. Hutzel's on first. The RBI machine. Sam looks at a curveball for strike 1. 13-2 is your score here, top of the 7th inning. Nobody out yet for the Panthers. Here in the top of the 7th. He checks his swing, and that's strike 2. Sam's down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Hutzel on first. He winds and deals, that's in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. Makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes on Peterson. Sam getting the start at third base today. He swings and misses. It gets away, but the runner's base was occupied. So Sam is out, even though the catcher missed it. Only with 2 outs can you advance. So 1 down for the Panthers. Harker comes to the plate with Hutzel sitting on second. Here in the top of the 7th. Trace Harker, the sophomore, shortstop, looks down at Coach Richardson, gets a sign, steps in. Has Hutzel on second base with 1 out. 12-2 lead here for the Panthers. Offense has gotten going. Hutzel has 4 or 5 RBIs. Harker hits a base hit down. It falls into center field. They're going to hold Hutzel. Harker's going to go on the throw to second base and end up at second as they throw it into the cutoff man. Now Cale Gardner's up with 1 out with runners on second and third. Coach Richardson's pulling somebody off the bench to come hit. We're going to have a pinch hitter. See if I can find out who that is. $27 for 2. See if I can get on Tim's roster. $27 is Deaton. Deaton getting a chance to pinch hit. He swings and misses. With Hutzel on third, Harker on second. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the Panthers' top of the 7th. Briar Parsons on deck. He comes set, fires, strike. They throw it down to try to pick Hutzel off of third. No going there. Now, Deaton's down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Here in the top of the 7th inning in St. James, Missouri. Lefty on the mound for St. James. He comes set, steps off the rubber. He calls time and wants to talk to his catcher. They go out there and have a little meeting. Action's getting ready to go. 1 out here, top of the 7th inning, 13-2, Panthers on top. Middle of the order's been good for the Panthers. Muir comes set, checks the runner at second, throws it inside. Good take by Deaton. Deaton hits from the right side. He's pitch hitting for Cale. Cale will re-enter the game in defense. He winds and fires, and that ball gets by the catcher. Hutzel's going to try to score. Oh, he doesn't slide, but he goes rolling. And the catcher makes a bad toss to the pitcher. And that's 14-2. 14-2 here. Top of the 7th. Deaton with a 2-2 count. 1 out. He winds, he deals. Deaton's hit by a pitch. And the rally continues for the Panthers. Here in the 7th inning. Non-stop. 14-2 now is your score. Parsons steps up with one out. Runners on the corners. First and third. Wind starting to pick up. It's starting to get a cool here at the ballpark. And there's a strike. As Harker's on third, trying to draw a throw. No balls, one strike, one out. Golden on deck. That's a ball outside. Even the count, one ball, one strike. One ball, one strike, one out. He hits a fly ball down the third baseline. That's going to get out of play over by the bathrooms. That makes the count one ball, two strikes. One ball, two strikes, one out. Runners on the corners for the Panthers. Up 14-2. Parsons hits from the left side, facing a lefty. There's a ball high. Moves the count even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on the corners. Parsons checks his swing, gets by. Harker's going to try to score. That makes the score 15-2. And the Panthers keep piling it on. 15-2, top of the 7th. Runner on second, Deaton. Parsons, 3-2 count. There's a ball high, and he walks. Another base runner for the Panthers here in the top of the 7th. That's going to bring up Golden. Eli's had a good day at the plate. And the St. James pitcher or coach calls time. He's going to change pitchers here in the top of the 7th inning, try to get out of this. As he changes pitchers, we'll send it back to the studio for a word from our sponsors on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. This new pitcher finishes his warm-ups.
See if I can figure out who that is. Here in the top of the 7th inning, Panthers up 15-2. St. James on their 3rd pitcher. This is Trevor Mitchell on the bump to try to stop these Panthers, as they have put up 6 runs here in the 7th. The last 2 innings, they have really got their offense going. It was a little slow to start with, as they led 2-1 and then 5-2. And the lights are on here in St. James, Missouri, home of the Tigers. Everybody's starting to get blankets and sweatshirts. It's getting late. Eli takes a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Runners on 1st and 2nd for the Panthers. There's a strike. Eli looks at it going over the outside corner, moves the count to 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. 15-2 is your score. Panthers offense getting going today. There's a ball and another strike. And Eli finds himself down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 7th inning here. Runners on 1st and 2nd. And there's a ball in the dirt. Moves the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes on Eli. Eli, the sophomore catcher for the Panthers. There's a ball outside and moves the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Destin Unger on deck for the Panthers, who are up 15-2 here with runners on 1st and 2nd. There's a ball hit. Fly ball deep center field. He's underneath it. He makes the catch for the 2nd out. And Eli gave that one a ride, just not far enough. That brings up Unger. Unger started in center field, moved to left. Hoy moved to center after he was done on the bump. Destin. Mitchell on the bump right now for St. James. Unger, the ninth hitter. He looks at a strike, dissects the plate. Taken all the way. 15-2 is your score. Panthers. There's a good off-speed pitch for strike 2. (15-2 is your score here. There's a foul ball hit down the 3rd baseline. No balls, 2 strikes on Unger. He's being aggressive at the plate. Runners on 1st and 2nd for the Panthers, who have a huge lead, 15-2. They'll play JV after this. And there's a pitch. There's strike 3, and that's going to do it for the Panthers in the top of the 7th. We'll move on to the bottom of the 7th, see if the Panthers can't close this out on the home of Panther baseball, Big Country 99.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Briar Parsons on in relief. See if he can continue his stellar relief work. Corman, the batter for St. James. Parsons on for his 3rd inning in relief. He has 4 strikeouts, has done a whale of a job. 15-2 here. Him and Hoy have combined for 13 on the day. Parsons looks in, gets the sign, fires. That one's in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Briar just needs to throw strikes. He got a big lead. Just needs to throw strikes and get us out of there. Been doing a good job so far. That's ball 2. Parsons toes the rubber, looks in, gets the sign from Golden, winds and fires. That's a ball in the dirt. 3 straight balls for Briar. Just need to take a deep breath, step off the back of the mound, and just throw strikes. He winds, fires, and that's ball 4. 4 balls right in a row. And that'll get you in trouble even with a big lead. Parsons has a runner on first now. Bottom of the 7th inning, Panthers up big, 15-2. There's a 5th straight ball. Looks like we got some action in the Panther bullpen. And there's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just settle down and throw it. Briar, you've done it all night. Done a great job in relief. He winds. That ball's at about 58 feet. Two balls, 1 strike. Briar takes a deep breath, steps back on the rubber. There's a slow foul ball over towards the St. James dugout. Makes the count even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Parsons on in relief for Braden Hoy. Just giving Panthers pitchers have just given up 2 runs. There's a ball that sails on Briar. Makes it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. (15-2) is your score. He hits a fly ball down the third base. That's a fair ball. And a long single right there as he slams it down in the corner in left field. Panthers get a break there. Base hit. St. James hasn't had many of those today. Parsons now with no outs, runners on first and second. Needs a ground ball to get out of the jam. He comes set, checks on the runners, fires. He hits a batter. Now bases are juiced. Bases loaded here. Panthers with a big lead, but a couple base hits with bases loaded, no outs, and this thing can get to be a ball game again. Need to take care of business. Make them earn their way on.
Breyer steps off the rubber. He steps back on. There's a ball in the dirt. No place to put him. 15-2 is your score. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th inning. There's a strike. Let her high. He's called it all day, whether you agree with it or not. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases juiced, full of Tigers. There's a ground ball to Harker, to second for 1, and he throws it away, and that's going to score 2 runs for St. James and make it 15-4. What do we got? Interference on the runner is what we're trying to do. So I'd say that's going to make it 2 outs. The runner at first base will be out also if that's interference. We'll see what they call. That's what the home plate umpire has insinuated. So the runner at first would automatically be out. See what they call. Ball game. That's going to do it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And it's 15-4 is your final. We'll be back with the Grove Family Restaurant post-game show after a word from our sponsors and probably get Coach over here for a minute, but not a long minute. And we'll talk about it. His first career win as a Panther baseball coach. We'll be back on the home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.